Hey guys, so I'm doing a little better today. I went and saw my therapist today, and it kind of inspired me to do a video. I also watched a video yesterday. I have become infatuated with YouTube, and one of my favorite YouTubers said that she would like to see a video of somebody pretty much in the raw, someone who has recently been diagnosed with bipolar disorder, and today is like October 9th, I want to say, or 10th, I'm not sure, or 8th, I don't know. I just was diagnosed September 8th. So it's been about 30 days since I was diagnosed. I figured I would be, someone who was in that portion of being like recently diagnosed. I'm still manic and depressed. Like, I'm having a mixed episode, so sometimes I'll be talking really, really fast, and sometimes I'll be talking a little slower, and I'm still like stumbling over my words, and just I'm experiencing a little bit of both worlds today. So bear with me because it's gonna be a little crazy. So I wanted to talk about what I went through whenever I first got diagnosed. Obviously, I'm not going to go through the whole spiel because I already uploaded that video. So when I first got diagnosed, I felt fucking terrified, honestly, because I was completely unaware of what bipolar disorder was. I mean, everybody has heard the saying like, oh, why are you being so bipolar? Like, everybody's used to, I feel like everybody said that in like junior high and high school, whatever. Like, it was just something people said whenever you were being like super moody, and that's the only thing I knew about bipolar or thought about it was like somebody whose mood changed frequently. And so whenever I first got diagnosed with bipolar disorder, I was scared. I had no idea what it was, and on top of not knowing what it was, just hearing the words bipolar disorder, I was like, I have a disorder? Like, I had already been diagnosed with major depressive disorder, and I just, it was depression. Everybody, where I come from, everybody has depression, everybody has anxiety. Like, it's just a thing that everybody has. And just being diagnosed with bipolar disorder, like hearing the word disorder, like, it left me very fucked up. And I was scared more than anything. I was terrified, and I didn't know how to feel. I didn't know how to think. I didn't know what to do, honestly. I was scared more than anything. I didn't know that I was going to be this open about it from the beginning, honestly. I thought that I was going to keep quiet about it because I was ashamed when I first heard about it. The first couple days after I was diagnosed, I was like crying. I was a mess. I was in a crisis center. I didn't have any resources to dig deeper into it and find out what the fuck it was. I pretty much was like, oh, you have bipolar disorder. And I was like, all right. And just had to sit and stew in it for a couple days. Like, I couldn't learn anything about it. I was surrounded by people that I didn't know, and I didn't know what to do. It was a terrifying time in my life, and if I had been diagnosed outside of the crisis center, and I had, my husband was with me when I was diagnosed, but he had to leave right after. If I had been diagnosed during a regular therapy session, during a usual evaluation, and I got to come home afterwards to my family and be able to console in my husband or my parents or my friends, it would have been different. I might have handled it differently. But the fact that I was in a crisis center and my husband had to leave afterwards and I was stuck there, I was stuck. I was like on a fucking, whatever it's called, a lockdown or a hold. I was on a hold. because I had just tried to commit suicide. Like, I was on a hold for 72 hours. I couldn't leave, and I was stuck there, and I didn't know how to process it. I was terrified. And another part of me was relieved, because the more time I had to sit in there and think about it and not learn anything about it, the more I had to wonder what it was, and the more I had to think back on what my life has been, and the more I had to realize I finally had a fucking answer about all the shit I've been through. Fast forward to a couple days after I get out of the crisis center and after I've been diagnosed, I finally have a chance to dig into what bipolar disorder is, all of the symptoms of mania, all the symptoms of depression, and in between the two states and the mixed episodes and everything about it. And dude, it's me. I've been this way for years. And there's so many things that I've done and so many things that I've said. And I am honestly grateful that the people that are in my life right now are still in my life, because I've done some dirty things that I can't believe I've done. And I have lost some people who still are not a part of my life because of those things that I've done. And it sucks because it's a mental illness that I can't control. It's a disorder that I can't control. It's a chemical imbalance in my head. It is a part of me. It is who I am, but it's something that I can't control. It's a chemical imbalance. And if those people want to continue to hold that shit over my head for the rest of my life, by all means do so. I sincerely apologize for the things that I've done to all of you. You know who you are. You know exactly who you are when I'm talking about this, because I know who you are. And I'm sorry. But it's a mental illness, and I'm sorry. That is a person that was manic. I was manic during those times, and when a person is bipolar and they're manic, they don't think about the consequences of their actions. They don't care, because all they care about is how awesome it feels and how wonderful everything is during the time. And if I fucked up our relationship or our friendship because of it, I'm so sorry. I really am. And we may never speak again, and that's okay. Lesson learned. And I'm gonna work every day to getting better. Anyways, I realized that everything actually made sense. Everything started clicking in my head. Everything started making sense. I've been this way at least since I was 15, for sure. It definitely clicks back, especially the part of being bipolar about hypersexuality. I'm not going to get into that. I am going to, in the future, make some videos explaining who I am. And, you know, a lot of you know me because I don't have a lot of followers. Some of you don't know me, and thank you for watching my videos. I really do appreciate it, and I hope that you stick around to see the videos that I am talking about right now. I will be eventually making videos about where I come from and my life as it was when I was younger, and I also do suffer from complex PTSD. So I'll be getting into that a little bit, just kind of a backstory about who I am and why I think I've been suffering from this for the last 10 years of my life, because once I got diagnosed with this and I dug a little deeper, all of the dots just started connecting. The last month since I got diagnosed, I cry so much. And before I cried all the time, and it was like everything makes me cry. Like things that don't make normal people cry make me cry. I cry all the fucking time. And nothing makes me cry. Like the littlest, tiniest things make me cry. Like this bottle here of juice would make me cry just looking at it. Or I'll just be like sitting here, like smoking a cigarette, Facebooking, like nothing out of the ordinary, and I'll be crying. No reason. I'm not looking at anything in particular. I could be sitting here staring at a wall, folding laundry or something, and just start crying out of nowhere. And I always thought that something was wrong with me. Turns out it's a bipolar thing. I just start fucking crying. But the last month I cry so much because I'm learning new things every day about bipolar disorders. And honestly, it's all like, it's overwhelming. And the more videos I watch of other people's experiences, like honestly, that's why I'm making these videos, because I mean, also partially because I just want like everybody to know what I'm going through, like my friends and family. I want to keep you guys updated, but also because like the more I watch other people's videos, the more I relate to them. And if anybody else is like going through the same things, like my psychiatrist told me that zero, yeah, 0 in 100 people, that means nobody, bitch, you alone. No, I'm kidding. 1 in 100 people suffer from bipolar disorder, and there are billions of people out there. So just because I only follow like 6 different bipolar YouTube channels and Facebook pages, that doesn't mean there's only 6 other people out there suffering. There are so many people out there. And I know that I kind of had a smile on my face, but don't mind me. I'm just manic, so I'm just being fucking weird. Anyways, there are a lot of other people out there suffering. And just because you're not making a YouTube channel doesn't mean that you're not suffering. So I'm making these videos because I'm watching videos of other people who are going through the same things, and it makes me cry because I can relate to them, and I cry so much because I'm relating to them. And the more I hear, the more I relate, the more I relate, the more I cry, and the more I cry, the more I'm like, I'm so fucked up. Like, what the fuck is wrong with me? Oh yeah, I'm bipolar. Anyways, so everything's like just really overwhelming, and I really don't know what the future holds. And I'm sorry I got really emotional in my last video, but I really do feel like I'm a burden sometimes, and it sucks because like my husband takes such good care of me, and my family is so supportive, but like sometimes it feels like people don't care. Like I understand that like people care about me, like I have people that care about me, but honestly I have 2 people that I know for sure that watch, like people that are in my life that watch my videos, and that's my mother. I love you so much. Thank you so much for watching my videos. I'm your #1 supporter. I'll always love you. And my Aunt Tammy, thank you so much for watching every single video I upload. I know you watch all of them. I love you so much. Thank you so much for supporting me. I'll always love you. Thank you both so much for supporting me. I just want to say that. I know you guys always watch my videos, and just thank you so much. I appreciate you guys so much. Words cannot express the love I have for you both in my heart. Everybody else, it's like, and it's not just me, it's like anybody with bipolar. It's like people say that they care about you, and they do. Like people care about us, but it's like they don't care enough about, bitch, stop honking at me, I ain't talking to you. Sorry, there's somebody outside, like a truck backing up honking. Anyways, it's like people will say that like they care about you and like get better soon and whatever, like that's nice, but like they don't actually care enough to like really look into what bipolar disorder is. Like I have been highly recommending every single person in my life to really look into what bipolar disorder is, and like please watch my videos, like please just know what I'm going through every day. Like if you really care about me, just please just know what I'm going through. Like my best friend doesn't even watch my videos, my husband doesn't even watch my videos, I don't think my dad even watches my videos. And like it sucks. Like I understand like there's a lot of time in the day and like you guys are busy, but like you really can't spare a couple minutes. Like most of my videos are less than 10 minutes. You really can't spare 10 minutes or 5 minutes to watch a video. Like it kind of sucks. You can't spare 5 minutes to look up an article just to see what the symptoms of mania are. Like that's kind of painful. And it's not like they don't care, because obviously like you guys love us, and like we get that you care about us, but just take the time, like just put in that effort. Like that's all it takes. And I'm not the only one who feels this way. I've watched several videos of other people who feel the same way, people with bipolar disorder, and maybe it's just the disorder that's making us feel this way because, you know, we have a chemical imbalance in our brains and that's just how we feel. But when it comes down to it, I have the analytics of my videos and I know who watches my videos and I know who doesn't watch my videos. And I know who calls me and I know who doesn't call me and I know who texts me and I know who doesn't text me and who checks up on me and who doesn't. And it hurts whenever the people who say that they're really close to me don't actually check up on me and don't actually ask me how I'm doing. And it's fucking painful. So yeah, sometimes I feel like I'm a burden, and then it gets really crazy sometimes because I've only been diagnosed for like 30 days, and after looking into it so much, you get so crazy and you feel like you were misdiagnosed. Because sometimes I feel like I should be bipolar 1, sometimes I'm bipolar 2, sometimes I feel like I should be fucking borderline personality disorder, and it's just ugh. But no matter what, at the end of the day, I'm still me, and I'm always going to be bipolar, and there's no cure for this. I'm always going to be this way, and there are medications that are going to help me get through this, but I'm always going to be like this, and that's never going to change. So everybody's just going to have to deal with it. And if you want to be a part of my life, you really need to look into this, and you really just need to support me. And that's the way it is, because I'm going to be like this forever. But I'm still me. I'm still the person that you met, and I'm always going to be me. So don't give up on me.